Okay, thank you for your time, for being here. And the first question is, how the graduator of the Italian Air Force Academy, pilot and pilot instructor, founded his own company as well as became corporate risk manager in Ferrari company. Please tell us about the points in your life that has influenced your career path, and why did you switch from planes to Ferrari and then to consultancy firm? Please tell us about it.
Well, it's a very difficult question. No, you have to know that I'm, first of all, I'm not a nostalgic. I am a dreamer, and I'm always looking for new challenges. That's why, I often change, my professional life. It's not because I wasn't happy, with the armies. I wasn't happy with the Air Force. I wasn't happy with Ferrari because I loved them. I still love them, and I still, they still gave me a lot. During my career, I learned a lot, but I always want to learn different things. That's the only reason. So it's not about going through Air Force and Ferrari and consultancy. It's always the same, because in the end, you're still managing people. The only thing that changes maybe could be the subject, the competencies, but I'm willing to know, and I don't like to do something I've already been doing. So I always try to do something I'm zero in, so that I have to learn. And that has been my strength. Because, for example, when I joined Ferrari, and after the 2 years in the Formula One team, after the 2 years in the HR department, that specific characteristic of mine made them choose me for the creation of the new, of the full business function, the enterprise risk management. That was not there yet, but it was new, so there's nobody capable to do it, and they choose me because I was the change agent. I would say that, but I had to learn too, and I've been lucky again because I learned a lot, because that's a transversal function. That's a transversal function, and so I had to learn how to deal with every single, value chain part, of a company. What influenced my path? I will start from my father and my family, of course, the values they gave me. My father was used to tell me, you have to work hard and be honest, and that will always help you. And then I've been lucky because I've been surrounded by interesting people, very nice bosses. Those bosses that, of course, they were telling me that I was wrong and I was wrong, but they were telling me that I was right when I was right. And but most of all, they were always been teaching me something. So I always say it doesn't matter if you don't like the boss, as long as he's capable to teach you something, and he's correct, of course. So if I have to give a suggestion and give, what has been my strength is never thought you are facing a person that is less than you, because you can learn from anyone, and that's my rule.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
In 2015, you founded your own company, MD Meta Thinking. What were the basis, stimuli, and background to organize it? And what was it actually your first organization founded, or you had previous experience?
Well, first of all, I have to say that it's a very, very small organization, because basically it's me and my knowledge and the partnership I signed to be to cover the full value chain in a company, because I'm a very high strategic figure and very transversal. So I maybe sometimes need some vertical competencies, to help a company in that specific case, because I've always been asked to do, very high and transversal job, change management projects. It has not been the first one, even if the other one has been, it's a lot older, and it's just about real estate. So nothing, I really like, my biggest passion is art. And with these buildings, especially houses and ancient houses, so that's why I funded the other one, which I don't do nothing with that. There's people managing that. While this is my company because it's the one I'm working for. It was there even in the period there's been an overlap with Ferrari. So I created the company was still Ferrari because I was dealing with that, all my event speeches and big company events, meetings. There's only one thing I would like to say about that. It's the name of the company. I'm very lucky because it's MT, Massimo Tammaro, and Meta Thinking. And Meta means being capable to think above, behind, and beyond. That means, what I told you before, be open-minded, think out of the box, be open to listen to different opinion from you because it can be a competitive advantage. So that's the meaning of my work. I like to help companies become richer.
Okay, so the next question is, could you please tell us about your career path in Ferrari company? Especially how did you influence on the corporate risk management system and what were your core responsibilities there?
Okay, well, my career path in Ferrari has been a beautiful experience since in just 7 years, which anyway it's quite a long period for me. I'm kind of a millennial, to change. I've been doing at least 3 completely different experiences. As I told you before, the first 2 years in the Formula One, my task was to bring my Freccia Tricolore experience there. You may imagine they are different words. Actually, they are not so different. It's still a word where it's kind of circus. You go in a place, you display, and then you go in another place. So it's Formula One and Freccia Tricolore has a lot of similar things going on, logistic things, and in addition, managing very esteemed people in itself, very strong people, very clever people together. So they're clever people, but they need to work as a team. Then in the HR department, I've been responsible for a very important project that was called Ferrari Corporate Culture Project. Corporate culture is just what I told you before. It's the way we stay together, the way we communicate, the way we behave inside the company, the modus vivendi of the company. It's the difference between a high-performance company, because you need the competencies, of course, but the difference is done by the way you work together. So I had the honor to write down, to be responsible for the project where we wrote down the new vision, mission, and vision of Ferrari. And then I've been asked to create this new function that was almost mandatory to be listed in the New York Stock Exchange, and the enterprise risk management function, that it is an integrated way to manage company risks, from those operational, those economical, but most of all the reputational risks that for a brand like Ferrari, which has been one of the most, it still is one of the most important and powerful brands in the world. So reputation is one of the most important assets you have, but you have to work on that and keep it. And those risks, the most important in my opinion, were those risks I called the risk of the strategy, which is the failure to evaluate that the assumption you have been doing to create your strategic plan are still valid or not, where this changes faster and faster. So you always need to work on that, look for other scenarios, work with scenarios, and you cannot give your success for granted. So that was my role, challenge the strategy.
Okay, thank you. You cooperate with the consulting company TEDxALK on the Polish market, which supports Polish entrepreneurs in the development of leadership and building an effective organizational culture. So what made you decide to work for the development of business in Poland?
Well, actually, I've already been in Poland many times, but I had this great opportunity to start coming here for a couple of events, and one was last year. I took part and I gave a speech at a very important event, the Masters and Robot event in Warsaw. It's a Singularity University event. And then that gave me the opportunity to meet these guys, these so nice guys from TEDxALK, they invited me here again this September, and so we figure out that we may start working together. We may think about using my experience also in Poland. I'm very attracted by Poland for many reasons. I'm going to tell you one. Of course it's a fast-growing, economy, and there's a lot of young people involved. That's the thing I love the most.
Okay, you already mentioned that you were there in September here in Warsaw. So, what is the greatest inspiration for you to cooperate with companies in Poland? Like, could you please explain not only one reason but many more?
Many more. Well, it's a new market for me. I don't think my business and my experience should stay only in Italy. So I'm really looking forward on having, different experience in different parts of the world. I'm already working outside Italy, and I will be working a lot more. And Poland is a very nice market. It's not that far. It's fine. Lots of young people. And I will also tell you that, of course, sometimes it also depends on the opportunity you have. But wherever I go, I learn something, and I think I can learn something here too.
Okay. TEDxALK specializes in the implementation of broadly understood processes of changes and transformation that allow achieving lasting business results, as well as increase the competitive position of companies on the Polish market. So what is your key competence in this area?
Well, I think it's the capability to change things, to create new things or change or improve things. That's why it can be useful. And that's a pragmatic and real life experience I had during my career path. So they have competencies, they know the market, they are very also vertical on some of those competencies, and I am kind of complementary because I can lead the transversal thing and be the change agent in a project, for example.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
You're more than welcome. It's been a great pleasure for me, great honor. Looking forward to come back to Poland. Ciao.